Happy holidays and welcome to Craft Show with Gail TC Terry. I'm excited to bring to you some beautiful homemade ornaments for your tree or for your home, any way you'd like to use them. And this is a wonderful project if you want to involve kids. So let's get ready and let's get started. I've already drawn and cut out these decoration pieces as you see here, and I just cut them out of paper. I use different tools to make sure that the circles are really round. Um, I use different items from my kitchen actually, so depending on the size of the item you choose to make, you can use different tools to help you there. I'm actually also using ribbon. As you see here, I have different sizes here. I will likely end up using the slim ribbon, but I have different sizes here. And I'm using fabric. I have various fabrics that I put aside. I'm not sure which color I'm going to use, but I just grabbed fabrics that I felt were holiday-like and that may help me once I decide on the colors for the ornaments. I also have two little flower arrangements left over I got at the dollar store. I used them in my last project where I created a holiday arrangement in a vase from my yard, so I have that left over. And you also will need cardboard. Now you could use a cardboard box. That's about the weight that I'm using here. As you see, I've traced all of those designs onto the cardboard. And what you will want to do, even though you trace it the size that you cut out, you want to cut two pieces of each. One a little larger because you're going to fold it over the cardboard, and one the actual size. Here I decided to go with the gold fabric for my dog bone ornament, and I'm just cutting out the actual size piece here. And like I said, this is a great project. If you have kids, you're working with their grandkids, this is a wonderful project to do with them. You can always cut pieces out ahead of time if they're really small, or just let them help you cut out. And as you notice, one is larger, and that is the piece that I will actually glue and fold into the cardboard piece. Here I'm using my glue gun, and I will just go around and fold the fabric toward the back of the ornament or the cardboard. And I'm using my fingers with this hot glue. I don't recommend that. I do it all the time. But you may want to, if you have a pencil nearby or something, you can fold that in. You will see me cut slits into the areas where the fabric curves, and that's just to help it fold in neatly. Whenever you have a circle or curves, it just helps to place slits in the fabric. For any of you sewing, it's kind of like when you snip around any kind of curved area on a piece of fabric as you're sewing. Or the seams, I should say. And I'll just fold this in, pretty simple. Add the glue and fold it all the way around. The drawings that you see on the fabric, that is a fade away marker. So I obtained that from a sewing store. You can get them anywhere, like a Joann's, and it's fade away on one end, and then the other end actually dissolves with water. So it's actually starting to fade now. Here's the front circle, the actual picture frame itself, or the front of the frame. And again, I put slits around the circle, and I'm just gluing that to the back. And I'm trying to be as neat as I can. If you're making it for yourself, You can allow yourself a little room for error. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you're making it as a gift, you might want to take a little more time. But those slits really make it easier to fold over. Now here you will see me make more slits for the triangle because we're going to fold that in toward the back. Now I'm choosing to fold my fabric over, but if you don't mind the cardboard sewing, or if you want to later use a marker to color the edge of the cardboard, you could do that too and cut it the exact size. And there you see I've laid that right on top. I actually put a fabric piece, as you saw I had two pieces for the dog bone. I actually put the fabric piece that was the exact size on the back to cover the raw edges. Here I'm playing with different designs. I had that cone flower left over, so I think I'll use that as well. Here's the second ornament, and I've covered it in the fabric. And then the second piece, the circle piece, I cut slits around it, but I left them kind of raw as I folded it in. And I just thought that it made it look like a wreath. It gave it a little more texture. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but you can kind of see the edges are not totally laid down. I had this kind of silk flower left over like I showed you earlier, and I'm just cutting off the leaves. And I decided I want to put those on this ornament. I thought it looked nice when I played around with it. And you can use various items you have in your home for this. And even look around your yard for little twigs and sticks. You can hot glue those on. There's so many options when you're making your own. If you have any evergreen trees, you can glue some of that on, just little pieces. So play around with it, try different things. And like I said, I played around first, and now I'm sticking it on. And anyone who's worked with a glue gun knows that if you're not careful, you may end up gluing your items when you don't want to. So just be careful with that glue gun. And there we go. Almost finished now. Here I'm going to add glue from the bottom to the sides. I'm going to leave the top open so we can slide in a picture. So just the bottom and sides. Oops, I did it again. So once that leaves that top fully open, so it'll be easy to slide our nice photo down in there. And I could have edited out my errors, but I decided to leave them in. I think we've all been there. And there, we've glued that top piece on, and now we're just going to flip it over and add the backing. And like I said, the backing is cut at the exact size. I put those on and glue them down, and there we have our finished ornament. There's the final picture. I actually put a photo of a quilt I've done for my mom who's in nursing care. And so I decided to put that inside the ornament this year. Really excited about how this turned out. I'm really happy with it. I actually love it. So maybe sending that out as gifts this year. And there's my dog bone ornament. And there's my dog. There's our Nike. We love Nike to death. He is a rescue. We've had him, I guess he'll be 3 in March. We got him when he was about 3 months old. And he has been such a blessing for my family. He does wonders for us. So at first it was like, oh my gosh, this dog, but now love him to death or love him dearly. So happy holidays to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And please subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. I am so happy you joined us today. Have a wonderful holiday season. Don't forget to watch my other videos in this series and just take care. Blessings to you. Bye bye.